Alright, it's Grind Time Media. Hood Handyman here. Back with another one. It's been a while since I shot a video. But a detailed video like this one. I'm about to drop some gems on y'all, if you will. To understand fully what's going on here, I got my HHR here. And you'd have to go back and watch the video about HHR, you know, about my little fire I had in here, a wire harness. The wire harness was replaced after I had a little electrical fire in here, and you know, I had it in the shop for a while and they replaced the electrical harness. Go back to that video and check it out. Alright, so once I got it fixed, I brought it home and I had a brand new battery installed. I don't know if y'all can see that, but this battery is brand new. Pull it out. So it says it's got my name up there, of course. I ain't leaving no battery at Advance, you know, that's brand new like this and not putting my name on it. But I bought it in 620. When I bought the battery and put it in, I mean, I really haven't drove this car much since I got it wiring harness put in. You know, I'm a little leery about this car, you know, so I really haven't drove it a lot. So when I put this brand new battery in right here, about, you know, first I would just roll the windows up, crack the windows a little bit, and stuff like that, you know, to keep the heat out the car with my little heat that deflector here and reflector, and you know, that was good enough. But you know, when I finally got in here and decided to crank it, not long after I bought it, it's August 18th now, so this is 620, right? So it hadn't even been really a month before I got in here and tried to crank it, and it was just dead. So you know, I just left it, you know, where it was. Finally I decided to take it to Advance, and it said it was down to like a 1, and I don't even think it was to be honest with you, that 1 that it had, I don't even believe. The only reason I think it has that 1, it was a 1 cranking amp, it was all the way down to 1 volt. The only reason I think it was 1 volt is because I tried to jump it with my truck, and I let my truck run for a while, hooked up to the battery terminals up there underneath the hood. So anyway, I'm trying not to make this a long-winded video, but the battery tested, you know, it came back, he put it on the charger, and it tested, it was good, you know. It's a little low, it went to 11.59. So they were like, you know, we got to take it off the charger because we're getting ready to close. So, you know, I bought it in, you know, a while earlier before they closed. Came back, it wasn't charged all the way. And, you know, I told them I had a trickle charger. And, you know, by it being 11.59, I left it on the charger basically all night long. And I know that brought it up to where it needed to be, you know. He said yesterday I could have jumped it off with the charge he put in it and been fine. So so finally I said, you know, something's got to be draining this battery. And here's where my conclusion is coming to. I looked on YouTube about videos on how to test this type of parasitic, if I'm saying it right, discharge coming from your battery. And basically, but no one ever had a video of it. What if your battery's in the trunk? So that coming to that conclusion here, I went and bought I needed a better voltmeter, because the voltmeter I needed, the voltmeter I had first was an analog, and it didn't have. This is an unfused 20 amp max, and it's fusible at 1 milliamp. It got a fuse in it, and I was gonna buy the 10 amp fuse, but you know, the guy at Harbor Freight was like, you know, 20 amps is a lot, so if you go over that, you know, then you know, you must have hit a major capacitor or something. So hopefully that didn't happen. I did buy the little warranty, because if I'm going to use this fake cheap CenturyTech, I'm going to get the warranty with it. The last CenturyTech I had just wasn't worth a damn. I don't know why I did this again, but I was on a budget today, if you will. I didn't want to put a lot of money into it. Now this right here is what I'm going to shoot the video on. This is a battery disconnect switch. I'm going to put that up there temporarily, and so I just don't drain the battery. And it's a bear taking the battery in and out of this trunk and having to reach through the side to get back here and mess with this battery. So later on, I'm going to fix this stuff and figure out what it is. Now, he was saying that you know, it could be, you know, start pulling fuses, you know, after I hook it up to this, after I hook this up to the positive and then put it on the ground, you know, when that light comes on, keep pulling fuses until, you know, I find out what it is. But you know, I said, well, what if the fuse that you pull is something important, you know, then what? You know, and then he was like, well, you know, it could be a component thing, you know, it could be, you know, windshield wiper motor, could be the radio, could be, you know, this and that and this and that, you know. And then he went on with the spiel, you know, it could take an hour to diagnose it, all the way up to 3 days, 2 or 3 days. So I just put this up there as a simple fix for right now. But that lets me know that there's still some kind of electrical problem in this car. There's still something draining the battery. So it's still reason to have caution, 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 caution. I'm gonna have to go back and find out what is causing that, because even though I had a wiring harness put in, they might have fixed that. You know, like they said, it was I had a larger fuse. You know, I had a 20 amp fuse on a 10 or whatever the case caused us to have an electrical. You know, the wrong fuse, right? I don't, you know, the wrong fuse. But there's still, maybe they didn't fix that. Maybe it could be something else. I know if something's draining in pulling, it's not supposed to pull, and if you happen to run current the other way, going into that same thing that's draining, that's not supposed to be on, you can have the same problem. You can have some kind of electrical fire or something else. But you know, I've seen people like, you know, well, my boat has one of these up there because the GPS is always on or whatever, but he knows what it is. I don't know what it is, you know what I mean? But that's where I'm at today. But my video is, you know, this right here. I'm going to do a video on me putting that on, and hopefully some of the words that I speak is something that you're having to go through, that I can help you with. You know, hopefully you don't have to go through it. Hopefully I can help you so you don't have to go through this. And if you have something that has a hatchback, that every time you get into the to jump off the vehicle, you have to open the hood and the battery stays back here, the little test that they do to see if the battery is draining, it's not going to work. So, you know, not from the hood part. So this is you're still gonna have to go back here, crawl through here, turn this to cut the power off, turn it to cut the power on. If there was a way to do it up front, I would do it up front. Alright, so real quick, I went up front to show you there is no post to hook up to this battery. You know, this is, I mean, you can hook it up to charge it, but the way I'm trying to do it, the inline cutoff switch for your fuse, for your so you don't drain the battery, there's no post here. Now you can jump the battery from here onto this thing that says ground right back there. You can jump it. Don't put it on this back one though, because you'll blow something out. I don't know what that's going on with that. That's going to have something to do with the steering relay or something. I don't know. Leave that alone. And just, you know, they put a new fuse box up here when they did the replace the wiring harness. So could have been something they did. I mean, the guy didn't just brush me off, you know, but I heard him on the phone say he's going to be about 2 months before he can get to it. And he means it. You know, I mean, I'm telling you, he means it. You know, you don't know how long he had this car. So I just drop it off when I don't really worry him about it. You know what I mean? I ain't one of those. But now, you know, it's not the time. So I'm going to try to see what I can do, because there's no need for it sitting there 2 months till he can get to it, because trust me, he mean what he say. That man got 50 cars in it up there, and but you know, he'll keep you going, right? So it is what it is. Keep you going some kind of way. Alright, so now let's get back to this. And you can fast forward this if it's something you don't need. You know, just fast forward it. You know, I usually don't talk this much in my video, but I just have to, you know, go back to my first video about this wiring harness thing, with this HHR, and you'll understand. Alright, family. I ain't never put one of these on a day in my life, but here we go. I'm gonna try to open this little package some kind of way so I can see what's going on, and put this on. I got a general idea of how to do it. You learn something new every day, right? So let me get something to cut this package open. I guess they don't want nobody to steal it, because they sure as hell did put some packaging up here, didn't they? Alright, don't have time to do a parasitic draw test at the moment. You got a ride, you know, then get you one of these, open it up, I'll show you unboxing it, you know, see it. So that's what it is. And put it on the negative side, right? And don't put it on the positive side. You want to put it up here first on this side, and then you want to tighten it down, and then you want to put this end like this. Whoa, don't do it just yet. Alright, so let me get the right side wrench I can use with this thing, and we'll get going here. Alright, I figured out how I was going to put this up here. Now I suggest putting it up here this way, because the wide part of this brass piece has to be the part that you clamp with your with this nut right here. Not the turning it this way, you're not going to get a solid connection, because if you look at it, there's going to be a little break right there. I got a pencil right here where the it has the squeeze to the other piece. There's a gap right there, so you want to turn it this way. Plus it'll make it easier for you to just sit it down on top of this post down there. So that's what's going on. I got my pencil out today. I'm trying to show y'all, because you know, this is if you watch my first video, you know, you decide, because you know, I'm just trying to, I know that, I mean, they got it fixed, but I still know that there's some kind of, anytime you have something draining, there's some kind of electrical problem, and it could be something small, you know, but I got to go through and test the components and see, and I don't know when I'm going to get to it. So for right now we're doing this, but other than that, it rides good though. It rides very good. I mean, I'd fixed all that other stuff. I mean, anything else needed to be done, brakes, whatever, you know. But that was just mainly mechanical stuff, you know. It wasn't, you know, electrical. Now, I've tightened this as tight as I could, and I still didn't get this piece to pull with it. That's another thing, unless I'm going the wrong way. Alright y'all, I am back. It seems to y'all that it's only been, you know, 1 second, but to me it's been longer. I took this one back. The reason why I took this one back is because, well, I'm taking it back, excuse me. It's in the process of being taken back, because this clamp right here broke on one end. So since I have to replace the whole clamp, where's it at? It broke right. A piece came off right under here. See that? I don't know if y'all can see that. Can y'all see that? Alright, I got my little pencil again. Look to the left. Right there, there's supposed to be a piece of metal that continues down a little ways from here down past the bolt that helps to tighten this in some kind of way. Well, it broke. And if y'all can barely see that. So since I have to go and get a whole new one, now I have to cut this off here. I might as well get this one. I went and got this one because, like I said, this one here had broke. A little piece on the end right here had broke off. You can't see it because I can't flip this cable over. That broke, so that means I have to cut this right here at the end. I have to cut that off. Since I have to cut that off anyway, now I would have had to add this to my terminal Then put a new piece on the end of this, and then attach that piece to this. Well, I thought of a better solution. I went to Advance, and actually it's cheaper. Surprisingly, there's a part cheaper at Advance than it is at Harbor Freight. And the package opens up a lot easier. Boom. Remember I told you earlier they make the packages so somebody, you know, it's just hard as hell to open the package. This right here is a lot better, because this one, you actually, once you turn that bolt, turn this, you pull it apart and you're disconnected. And then you put it back on and tighten this up and you're tight again. Your battery's making contact. Alright, so right here, I can just pull it apart. And then I can connect it anytime I want. And then that way I know when I walk away from the car, it's by it being disconnected, I know no power is going to run through it. It's not even attached. I take it off and pull it out. See? And I got the piece on the end that I need to tighten up, to cut off and put on here. See that? Alright. So now, I'm not even going to stop the camera, I'm going to go with it. I'm going to cut this. So look at that. If you want to disconnect, you just do this and just pull it away. You're not going to drain no power. And if that's nice and tight and it's up there, it'll be good. And then you just put this up here, tighten it up, and you're good. And you can do that from the back seat or wherever you're at in the car. You know, if it's in the trunk, whatever. And like I say, this is just temporary till I can get this thing going here where I need it to go. So yeah. Alright, Money wants some more attention, so. Hey Money. Say what's up. You got your new fresh haircut? Money. Say what's up. You got your haircut, got your little bandana on. You got your toes cut. What's the problem? Okay, he said fuck you then. Alright. That's fine. Okay, so let me hook this other terminal up. And then it won't be as long as it's been. Alright, so here, I'm just tightening up the positive side. So this positive side can always stay on. Now, you're going to be disconnected in the negative. So they say don't put that piece on the positive side. Because, you know, I'm not an electrician, but from what I understand, you're not going to drain anything on the, not going to tighten that up too tight, because that'll break like the last one. Yeah. So now when you're ready to ride, you know, you just connect that to that. You're ready to go. Until, like I said, temporarily, in my case. Now if you got a boat or, you know, GPS or whatever, like some people got, you got something, you know what it is that's draining it, then, you know, just go ahead and leave it, do it this way. You know, if you're gonna drive a boat or whatever, every now and then, and you just want to disconnect the battery. But I'm not gonna play games. I'm gonna go ahead and you know, do it this way when I'm ready to roll. So that's pretty much it. So like and subscribe if you like this video. I don't know what I'm gonna call it, but you know, part 2 of the first video about the wiring harness or HHR, or getting into a battery, disconnecting the battery from having a drain that's in the trunk of your vehicle, a parasitic draw, but the battery's in the trunk of your vehicle. You know, I'm sure some people want to know what the solution is to that, how that's going to work. So you know, like and subscribe. It's Grind Time Media. I'm out.